What's up, YouTube? We are back with another banger video. My name is Racing Behog, and this is my final sociology project where I take the idea of paying it forward and turn it into a real social experiment. Throughout this presentation, you'll see the steps I took, the evidence I collected, and how different sociology concepts connect to the behaviors my friends showed. I'll also explain what I learned, what challenges came up, and how I plan to continue this project beyond school. So guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about my wonderful sociology project. So the main idea of my project was very simple. Every week I gave snacks to the same 3 friends. Their responsibility was to take that positive action and pass it on by helping someone else. They had to send me a photo of whatever act they did that week, and over time this became a steady routine where they almost expected to do something good after receiving something. And it gave me a perfect opportunity to study how people respond when they're part of a social routine and when they know someone else is depending on them. So, moving on to the weekly snacks. Each week, I rotated the snacks I gave them. I switched between Oreos, muffins, and PB&J bars. And over time, this weekly snack became more than just giving food. It became what you would call a folk way. A folk way is a casual behavior that people develop without much thought, and that definitely happened here. The routine also reflected values because kindness and community were the main ideas behind what we were doing, or what I was doing. So even though the snacks looked quite simple, they represented consistency, generosity, and the start of that week's pay it forward moment. One small snack created a reason for a new act of kindness every single time. So, moving on to norms. One of the biggest sociology ideas in this project is norms. The expectations for how people should behave in a group. That's what norms mean. After a few weeks, giving snacks created a new positive norm between us. My friends started to expect that after they receive something, they should go help someone else. And this also connected to reference groups because the people you surround yourself with are often the ones who shape your behavior. Since all 3 of my friends were participating and sharing their photos, they influenced each other. Seeing their friends do it made them feel like they were supposed to do the same. That's how norms and reference groups work together in this project. So, this slide connects to the social exchange theory, which says that people make decisions based on rewards and benefits. In this project, the snack was like the reward, and their act of kindness was the return. It created this cycle where receiving something positive made them want to do something positive for someone else. This also ties into cooperation, because everyone involved worked together to make this project successful. They weren't forced to do anything, they cooperated willingly. Their helpful actions like washing the dishes, doing laundry, taking out the trash, helping others work out, were the output that came from the reward they received. So the input was the snack and the output was the kindness. This slide focuses on the looking glass self, which means people build their self-image based on how others react to them. Every time my friends sent me a photo, I responded positively, like, "Thank you, I'm going to use this as evidence in my project." They started to see themselves as helpful, responsible, and caring. The positive identity motivated them to keep going. This relates to the social network concept because the people around you, your friends, your family, and anyone you interact with, influence your actions. Since my friends knew I was tracking their progress and that others were doing the same project, the social network pushed them to keep participating in a positive way. Moving on, in this slide, I focus on the concept of role, which is the behavior expected of someone in a certain position. When my friends joined this project, they stepped into the role of a helper. Whether they were babysitting, helping their parents, or cleaning up, they acted how someone in that role should behave. This also connects to role performance, which is how well a person performs that expected behavior. From the photos you see on this slide and the consistency of their actions, they performed a pretty good helper role. Even though I only gave them a snack, they took their responsibility and completed their tasks like it actually mattered. So, for my evidence, I made 6 different categories and I explained them all through what I saw during my project. So, starting off with the value category was the snacks given weekly to them. The output actions was my friends' actions were informal positive sanctions. A sanction is a reaction to someone's behavior, and in this case, my positive feedback encouraged them to keep doing acts of kindness. And for the proof I received, where their pictures were sanctions that showed me they followed the project and they stayed consistent with it, somewhat. And the informal sanctions was positive reactions and praise encouraged more helping. For the positive chain reaction category, I put acts of kindness spread across friends and family, because that's literally what it means. I give someone a snack, they give something else to someone, and it just keeps creating a chain reaction. And the reliability rate I got was 90% participation. Alright, so boom, one of the best parts of this project was the consistency. Almost every week, my friends sent in their proof without having me to remind them. Well, I would have to remind them here and there, but usually they would send the proof later on in the day. They took this project seriously, cooperated with everything I asked, and treated it like a real responsibility. Their motivation stayed strong, and the flow of the project stayed smooth because everybody participated. It showed me that when people enjoy what they're doing and understand what's expected of them, they step up. The positive attitude they had really made the project work better. Alright, so there were a couple things that did not go perfectly. Sometimes my friends forgot to send in the photo, or they sent it late, to the point where it's Friday already it's like Thursday night and I'm begging them to send a photo. That would happen sometimes. There are moments where the energy dropped a little bit, or where they seem distracted, but this showed me something important. It takes time to build stable habits and norms. People don't always stay consistent, especially when it's something that isn't required, like mandatory to do. Small challenges like late proofs or missing photos became reminders that real behavior change doesn't happen instantly. But, overall these mistakes were pretty minor, nothing major, and didn't stop the project from working. So what I learned was this project taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about human behavior and sociology. I learned that small actions can create bigger reactions, and that people actually enjoy helping when they feel supported and encouraged. Alright, so going forward, I want to expand this project outside of school. My plan is to bring snacks for them and ask them to pay it forward. Other than that, thank you for watching my project. I also want to give a special shout out to Mr. B. He's the GOAT. And yeah.